Coach Toole, exhibition versus Penn State, but regular season action versus a very tough opponent in Xavier. What are your overall thoughts about how the game went for you tonight?
Some good stretches, just not enough. I think obviously they wore us down a little bit with their size and their strength and their ability to put the ball in the paint. We knew that would be an issue, and it was. I thought there was a lot of times where we fought well, but couldn't kind of sustain that effort over 40 minutes.
How did you feel like with Stephon Walker back and Marquise Hastings? How do you feel like your team can handle size if it's dealt that back?
I think we have a better chance of handling size. I mean, both those guys are strong and physical. They're aggressive. They both got 2 fouls early and then did a good job of not really getting in foul trouble, but that hurt our ability to kind of provide some resistance at the rim. And those guys are very big. They're very big. They're very strong. They're well-schooled in how they post and how they get deep post position. So, it's something we got to consistently work on, and it's hard to replicate. As you're preparing, it's hard to replicate for that kind of size. And then you have to be able to sustain that effort over 40 minutes, which is the challenge, right? Eventually it kind of, starts to wear you down a little bit.
Throughout the game, you had 4 or 5 long possessions where it was 2+ minutes of no baskets, or you were 1 of 7 from the floor. How do you think the consistency was there for tonight? Obviously, it wasn't first game season and all that. How can you get that sorted out for the next game?
You just got to keep working, right? Got to go back and watch the film, figure out some areas that we can be better. Whether it's in screening game, whether it's in reading, whether it's in execution of whatever action we got called. I thought we had some good looks that we didn't make, and again, some of that is a little different when you have a 6'5" or 6'7" athlete flying at you, or you're going to finish over 6'10". It's a little bit different than we're used to, but I think that there was some good opportunities we have that we got to be able to capitalize on. I think we'll look back and see some really good opportunities at the rim that we didn't finish, and some clean looks from 3 that we got to start making consistently.
Justice Williams, we saw what he could do versus Penn State. He came out hot. It was 5 to 7 points in the first 5 minutes of the game. How do you think his performance did overall? 21 points in 32 minutes.
He did a lot of good stuff. It's got to be, again, it's the consistency, right? Like, you got to be able to do it day in and day out, night in and night out. Sometimes there's going to be opportunity for you to get downhill and make some of the plays he made. Other games we might see some different coverages, and we got to be able to adjust and adapt at that point in time too. But, he did a lot of really good things, and, a lot of guys did good stuff. It's just, again, hard opponent to be able to do it for 40 minutes against.
Now, Stephon Walker got no exhibition time versus Penn State. In his season debut, how do you think he performed for you guys?
Yeah, did some great stuff, right? A couple finishes in the first half that I'm sure he would like back, but did a lot of really positive stuff, and we just got to continue to get better.
Marquise Hastings and Justice Williams came up. They were laboring at the end of the game. Are they both going to be okay?
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be fine.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Safe drive back.
Thanks, guys.